This isn't a game. Well, it is a game at multiple levels of it being a game in the game and it actually being a video game, but this isn't a game. Lives are on the line. Oh god, no.
We must have been right not to inject it. I still feel okay, and more importantly, the door opened for us.
And wait, Gab's still here. Gab's always here for every single one of us. And you know that the weird thing is that a lot of our watches, we had such similar times along a lot of the stuff we've done. At least I think we have. Again, I don't remember them that clearly, but Gab always seems to be here, except for the decontamination room ones. That dog is really suspicious.
There's still another possibility, you know. That Zero really does have the ability to see the future.
If it's true, then we would have been right if we had injected the needles too.
But it doesn't matter. If he was...
Hey, did you tell the truth earlier?
About what?
About Radical 6 being real.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know about it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Did you get any more suspicious?
I know what I know, okay? I can't help that.
So why not share? Tell us more about this Radical 6 virus.
More. I'm not even sure where to start.
How about its name?
Radical 6?
That's easy. Aside from triggering intense suicidal impulses, Radical 6 causes the infected's thought process to reduce by 1√6. Therefore, when 1 second passes for them, the world has gone through √6 seconds, or roughly 2.45 seconds. There is also the word radical. Aside from meaning things like extreme, it can also refer to a radical root. Get it?
Oh, so that's why it's Radical 6.
But is it really possible for thought speed to be slowed down like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how a virus would do it. I mean, it's very... I mean, could you change the nervous system in a way that you'd reduce the current that your nervous system works at? I don't know how the brain works in so much specifics, but I mean, it would just be a matter of changing the like impulses, the nerves, all those different electrical signals sent throughout your body and your brain. I'd imagine at the very least.
Yep. The infected, through changes in DNA methylation and histone modification, gain epigenetic mutations in the control mechanisms of their genetic expressions.
What?
Wait! Could you maybe simplify that, please?
I'm not a biologist.
Oh, the body's composition changes as a genetic switch is flipped, more or less.
A genetic...
Switch?
How?
Let's try this. A common scientific thought, until now, was that parental characteristics didn't transfer. Recent research has changed that. We now know that they can be, by flipping certain genetic switches. Well, regardless of what kind of experiences the parents had to go through, their DNA blueprints won't change. But within that expansive DNA coding, the question of what should be read seems to change based on experience. The change becomes especially apparent when the parents' lives are in danger.
Like maybe if someone was trapped in a shelter and forced to risk their life.
So, if Eric and I did the horizontal tango right now, the baby might end up psychic.
What?
Anyway, so if Radical 6 really does flip the genetic switch...
He's blushing.
Hey, are you listening?
He's still going.
Yeah. So, you're basically saying this Radical 6 virus is super dangerous, right?
Yes, there's no doubt it is. So, Zero said earlier that Radical 6 transmits through bodily fluids and is highly infectious. If someone infected with the virus was to go outside, then... mankind, 6 billion people, will die.
6 billion?
Why does he know that? You know, I'm almost starting to think that Q is getting his memories not from, like, them being implanted in him, but maybe he's like a shell of a body that someone shifted into. Sort of like, I mean, not the same, but like how Kaya was supposed to be for Sigma. That sort of backup body that he'd be able to use, that he'd be able to jump into. And his memories are fragmented just because of who shifted into it and what knowledge they had. Or like they shifted in partially, I don't know. But his whole situation, what he knows, it's so weird. I can't wait to see what the explanation is, but...
Now announcing the current casualties.
Alright.
C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed. Fire, crash, 5. That is all.
They got
What
executed.
the hell? C-Team is dead?
Execution, I presume.
It's obviously because of the vote
The vote?
at 13:30.
Then... But wait, did everyone from C-Team really die? We haven't seen their corpses or anything. They might still be alive.
No, they're dead. I'm sure of it.
Why?
Because...
And there's another question. Why do all the leads seem to have this memory of the...
He's right. I don't think they're alive.
You too, Mira?
See, is Mira getting, like, those same flashes of the memory of them dying? Or something else? Or is she just assuming?
What do you think, old man? C-Team's gotta be alive, right?
What are you doing, Eric? He's not gonna answer you.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe he...
Can speak?
Now it is time for you to sleep.
Oh.
0.
Just getting down to the important stuff.
When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
So it looks like that, yeah, that was the first one as part of the button flow. Where everyone died spectacularly. Oh, wait. If we take Radical 6, we can open up this. Ooh. Oh, right. Wasn't Eric super dead in this version? And it was just Eric too? Okay, I need to see that. I need to see what happens here when we do inject it. Okay. Let's see what horrible, horrible things start happening.
Let's do it.
Why?
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't. Our fate can go 4 different ways if that's the situation. If we are infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. If we aren't infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. The important thing we need to remember, though, is the mortality rates. Zero said the casualty rate is 75% for the Radical 6 virus. And we saw in the files that death is 100% confirmed for Fnatic Bio-R. So we can use that to determine. It's clear which option is best, right?
I see. The probability that we're infected with FBR is 2 to 1, which means if we inject Radical 6, our survival rate is half of 125, 62.5%.
Yeah, that's true, but... Survival or not, if we inject it and you have that low survival rate, well, no guarantee none of the others won't kill you, right?
And if we don't inject it, then our chance is sitting at 50%.
Any objections? Then we know what to do. Okay, here we go.
I'm surprised Eric's trusting Q enough to do this.
Ready? And...
So are we good? Did we do the right thing?
Is it just me, or is Gab's tail wagging now, when before it wasn't? Is Gab happy now? Because I'm really suspicious of Gab, which makes me think that's definitely the wrong choice.
The lab door opened afterwards, so we must have.
do you feel any different?
No, not really.
So, I guess?
Hey, Eric. I've thought this before, but, well, your laugh is kind of strange.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is, well, sort of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid.
What do you mean?
Issues at home, I guess.
Was your family difficult?
That's just it. We were completely normal. A kind mom, a clumsy dad, and an annoying little brother.
Are we gonna get his backstory because we took Radical 6? Wait, really? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Dear.
That's fine.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure. They've just been crying.
Hey, you two. Mind telling Mommy why you're crying?
Chris broke my toy!
No! It was your fault, Aaron!
I bet it was Eric's fault.
Chris, Eric, listen to me, okay? When painful or sad things happen, people get angry or cry because of them. But even at those times, I want you to never forget to smile.
Smile?
Yes, smile. No matter how painful things get,
It's the creepiest smile
as
you've...
long as you can face it with a smile, happiness will come to you.
Not if your smile's gonna be that fucking creepy. I'm not sure happiness is gonna come your way that way.
Smiles have a strange power.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's not all. A smile can make everyone all around you happy too.
You too, Mommy? You'll be happy too?
Of course. So why don't you two stop fighting and show Mommy your smiles?
Okay.
Yeah!
You sure are something else. Hey, what about me? Can Daddy get some smiles too?
Oh dear, it looks like Daddy's lonely, you two. Let's all give him a whole lot of smiles.
Okay.
Get over here for a hug. Oh, you've gotten big.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, okay. Come at me. I'm ready.
Yay! Mom always told us to never forget to smile. She'd never hurt a bug. Not even if a line of ants crossed her path. She was that kind and gentle. She was incredible. And when we lost her, that's when Dad changed.
Okay, we're going to get... We're getting his entire backstory. Okay.
Shut the hell up! Who said you could fucking cry?
Okay.
Chris!
Get the police.
Oh, Jesus, Eric! Can't you even look after your shitty little brother?
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
God. Fucking kids. Hey, go find someone to get me beer.
Don't cry. Don't get mad. You better always smile, was what Dad liked to say. But unlike Mom, he was never not angry with us. Eventually, I figured out how to smile, regardless of what was going on. Just smiling day in and day out. No fun. Not happy. I'd be made fun of, or yelled at. And no matter the pain, no matter how bad it was, I never raised my voice.
Fucking bullshit. He raises his voice all the fucking time in this. He does that all the goddamn time.
I just kept smiling.
Oh, and he doesn't smile when he
I
does
didn't
it.
stop, even after Dad fell ill and died. So I guess the two smiles, one taught by my mom and one forced by my dad, got kinda mixed up, and the result is what I pasted on my face.
Eric, she's...
I've never talked to anyone about all of this before, but... Mira, will you still love me? Even with me being like this?
How dumb can you get?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even have to ask, did I?
Eric, thanks for sharing that.
It wasn't like I did it for you or anything.
I have to say, I feel really bad for Eric, knowing Mira's true nature here. She does not love him. And yes, he did not have to ask. Because honestly, she never will. She doesn't understand the concept.
It just sort of came out, that's all.
Yeah, still, thanks.
To tell the truth, I just didn't want to end up like my father. So I forced my mouth to keep smiling through everything. But it's no use. The worst part of me still came to the front after we got trapped here. I pushed all of that on you, too.
Don't worry about it. I'm alright.
Okay.
So, you never mentioned you had a younger brother.
Yeah. About your age, more or less.
What? We're the same age? Oh, maybe we could be friends.
Wait.
Would it be okay if I met him after we get out?
Well... anyway, sorry I turned the mood dark.
You...
Wait, how old is Eric? Because Q looks like he's like 10 or 12. Eric looks like he's in his 20s. 10 years difference? How did him and... They didn't seem like they were that different of age in the flashback. Especially with the whole idea of their parents dying over time. Especially with the initial one. A 10-year difference would be pretty significant. Okay, I'm not... I'll take it as it is, but it seems off to me.
Turn the mood. Oh, your jokes always crack me up, Eric.
Huh?
I mean, to think that was dark. You really have a sense for these things. Don't worry, listening to it was a lot of fun.
Wait a minute. What makes you think that was all a joke?
Uh-huh.
It was such a sad story. He just told us he's been holding in this painful past the whole time. How is that a joke?
Oh, I just didn't think to make a mistake like that.
A mistake?
I'm so sorry. I've always been clumsy. It's at times like these that I don't even know how to look, you know?
Clumsy?
Hey, Eric. Can you tell me?
Mira.
Oh, fuck. Scalpel.
What? No. Mira? Why did you...
It's not like you revealed here.
What's wrong with you, Mira?
Why are your boobs...
Stop! Stop this!
Why are her boobs boot jiggling so immensely? Oh, God.
No!
So the Radical 6 part meant fucking nothing. Okay. Good to know, I guess. It meant nothing. But I thought in this time the only one who had died was Eric. So is Q not actually dead? Just thinks that they're dead, maybe? And this would have to be one of, this would have to be Green Team. This would have to be. It's not really any other choice for whatever this fragment is. Because everyone died here for the Blue Team. The only people that are left are Mira and maybe Q. As horrible as that sounds. Okay, did I ever put Gab in here before? He's not here. He isn't? For once he actually isn't here? Ooh, that's actually interesting to know. But we got a new name. We got a new name for someone. A boy. Okay, I didn't think it was, but I figured it would be worth coming here and trying. Got a new name, someone who might be similar age, just someone. But Gab's not in this one. That's really weird. He almost is always in all of these. At least it always seems like it. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Where was I last time? 3, 3, 2. So back to do another one for good old C team. Oh, 3 left. In a minute, miny, mo. I got your tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I know what this one is. I don't. Monty Hall. I can't say I've heard of this one before.
Damn it! I figured brute force wouldn't work.
So this is Control. The air, water, and electricity for the shelter are all managed here.
This is probably where transmissions to the outside world happen. But...
It's disconnected.
Oh, I guess we can't order a bunch of pizza then, huh?
Oh no!
There are a lot of monitors here. think this might let us review the footage from the security cameras.
Huh? There are security cameras in this place?
Carlos, it's 2028. I'd be more surprised if there aren't cameras hidden everywhere.
She's right. The ones I used for work were about the size of a woman's nipple.
What?
Well, I guess not uniformly. Nipple sizes differ.
What?
A carbon dioxide extinguisher.
You're definitely a firefighter.
What does Junpei do for
Your
work?
eye spots different things than us.
Occupational hazard. Whenever I go somewhere new, I end up checking the extinguishers first thing.
I see. And because you do that all the time, you're able to save so many lives.
It's really nothing much.
What are you talking about? You dive into danger without thinking twice about your own safety. You do it like it's nothing. I think that's pretty amazing.
You know, I doubt it's all that.
What are you trying to say?
Feeling jealous?
Well, Carlos was just doing what he was trained to do. Isn't that right?
I suppose.
Yeah, it's like you said.
I'm sorry, Carlos. He's acting out now, but Junpei used to rush to the rescue a lot when we were younger.
Sorry, but I am done with playing the action hero.
But why?
Because I grew up.
You just sound even more childish to me.
He grew up in the course of a year?
It's January 1st. Worst way to start the year off.
Whoa, that's like an extra 3 hours later. What timeline are we in? Also, I'm actually sort of curious. Junpei, he was in college in 999, and it's been a year. So over the course of the past last year, he's gone through job hunting, and presumably, I actually don't know. They haven't gone into his background too much. Did something else happen other than the last Nonary game to cause him to get so, well, bitter? Because he was very much willing to be a hero back during that time. He didn't seem to have developed that by the end of it, even if maybe the fallout from it managed to do that.
I've never not been able to say Happy New Year to Maria before.
Maria?
My little sister.
Well, take comfort knowing she's alive, at least. Don't forget what Zero said. Very few of you will find yourselves able to welcome a new 2029.
Anyway, let's just figure a way out of this room.
Got it.
Yeah, if we don't get our butts in gear, it might be 2030 before we even get out.
Maybe. Maybe.